और अब कुछ बात कर लेते हैं नरेंद्र मोदी की। मोदी का एक और दावा झूठा साबित हुआ। गुजरात इलेक्शन में पाकिस्तान किसान के असरअंदाज होने का इल्जाम गलत निकला। भारत में रियासती असम्बलियों के इंतखाबात में हुक्मरान जमात बीजेपी को गुजरात और हिमाचल प्रदेश में बढ़तरी हासिल रही। कांग्रेस दूसरे नंबर पर रही। आपको बता दें कि मोदी, जिनका एक और दावा झूठा निकला, वो दावा करते रहे कि पाकिस्तान इलेक्शन में, गुजरात में इलेक्शन में असरअंदाज हो रहा है। ये इल्ज़ाम उनका गलत निकला। भारत में रियासती असम्बलियों के इंतखाबात में हुक्मरान जमात बीजेपी को गुजरात और हिमाचल प्रदेश में बढ़तरी हासिल रही। अगर कांग्रेस की बात की जाए तो कांग्रेस दूसरे नंबर पर रही। लेकिन नरेंद्र मोदी, जिनका एक और दावा झूठा साबित हुआ है, दावा उन्होंने किया था कि गुजरात की इलेक्शन में पाकिस्तान के असरअंदाज होने की बात उन्होंने की थी और ये इल्ज़ाम उनका गलत निकला है।
In India today, the country's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party is set for victory in the assembly elections of the western state of Gujarat. According to official figures obtained from the Election Commission, the BJP is currently in the lead with 111 seats. That's out of the 182-member assembly. A combined opposition led by the Congress Party trails by some 44 seats now. Any party needs 92 seats to rule, but the official results will be declared today. Gujarat is, of course, in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home state. Neha Punia, our correspondent in Delhi, explains what this looming victory might mean for Mr. Modi's election and, in fact, campaign plans for 2019.
It's going to have huge repercussions. I mean, earlier this year, you had the BJP win another crucial election in the state of Uttar Pradesh, one where they weren't in power for many years, and that one they swept comfortably. They were elected to a majority government. Similar results were expected in Gujarat, a state where Prime Minister Modi hails from, where he was chief minister. It was a matter of pride. If his party cannot win this election with a comfortable majority, it will prompt a rethink within the BJP. Did demonetization not have the impact the government wanted? Our traders and the business community, are they still upset with the results of GST, how it was implemented? Has the economic slowdown really hit the BJP's popularity in their own state? So all of these factors will definitely give Prime Minister Modi a pause for a think, and will have to ensure that they change their strategy for the 2019 elections.
Well, Shailesh Kumar is a senior analyst for Asia with the political risk consultancy Eurasia Group. He explained to us what those analysts will be looking for in today's results from Gujarat.
Prime Minister Modi led the state for nearly 13 years, but the real question comes down to, is the party going to win more seats than what they secured in 2012, which is 115 or less? I think most people are looking for a BJP win. Our forecast is that the party will likely secure more seats than they did in 2012, primarily because of Modi's popularity, which we still think is intact. The Gujarat election largely became a referendum on the goods and services tax, which was one of Modi's big reforms that he implemented earlier this year. And most people were of the opinion that the GST, or the goods and services tax, would not be popular, but I think that issue has been overplayed, and people probably aren't as upset with it as otherwise indicated. And the second is this broader argument that Modi and the BJP have been painting against Congress, which is that it's a dynastic party. It's been in rule of the country for 60-odd years, and that they didn't deliver. And I think that message does work, because at the end of the day, Modi's been in power for 3 years. There has been some change. And the broader message about Rahul Gandhi just being elevated, for example, as party president, that the party was mired in corruption. There are famous corruption allegations. A lot of these issues do stick, and I think most voters in India continue to believe that the BJP is the better alternative, at least for the time being.
Well, India's ruling BJP party is set to win an election in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home state of Gujarat. The opposition Congress is improving its share of seats in the state assembly, but the BJP is winning overall. In another state, Himachal Pradesh, the BJP is set to take power with a landslide victory there, while the Congress party is doing far better than it's done in the past. Well, for more, Neha Punia can join us now live from New Delhi. Hi, Neha. The BJP has won overall, but some analysts are saying that the victory actually highlights a loss of strength for Narendra Modi, especially in his home state of Gujarat. Is that the case?
Absolutely, Andrea. If you look at the kind of numbers the BJP had projected for themselves, Gujarat, for example, has 185 seats. And before the elections, the BJP had said we would win 150. But today, as these trends are coming in, it's becoming more and more clear the BJP is only going to take home about 100 seats, which means they've most likely won the election, but not with the majority that they wanted to in the first place. And the credit for that goes to the Congress party, whose vote share has increased despite the party not having been in power for over 20 years now. And that really is the big shock. Most exit polls had predicted a massive win for the BJP, but as the numbers are telling you, that's not really the case.
So at the Congress party, and I mean, it's now led by Rahul Gandhi after some 20 years or so of his mother leading the party. It's still behind the BJP, but you're saying it has gained some momentum. Do Indians see that as a comeback of sorts?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, Rahul Gandhi just took over as Congress president less than 48 hours before these results were announced. And some of the credit is being given to him because he was campaigning quite extensively in that state. He also raised issues like demonetization, the goods and services tax, both of which have been major points of criticism for the Prime Minister. And he's also consistently attacked the Prime Minister for the economic slowdown that India has seen over the last 2 years. So many are saying, yes, this is a promising sort of performance by the Congress, especially keeping in mind the 2019 elections are just 2 years away. And if the Congress can continue to build on this momentum, it very well could be a match between equals in the next general elections.
So people are reading this election result as an indication of what to expect in 2019.
Yes, absolutely. That's the real reading. Many are calling this a curtain raiser because, like you said, this is Prime Minister Modi's home state, a state he should have won quite easily, but that didn't happen. Instead, his party has scraped through. They won another term, but not on the terms that they wanted it to be. Many are saying this is possibly indicative of the fact that Prime Minister Modi needs to change his poll strategy. He needs to make more allowances for factors such as the economic slowdown, for the agrarian crisis that the state of Gujarat as well as many other states have seen. And for the Congress, like I said, it's all about building on this existing momentum, finding issues over which the voters can relate to the party's pitch and really using that to keep attacking the Prime Minister. Most experts are saying that 2019 really is going to play out along similar lines, with the opposition consistently attacking Prime Minister Modi on economic issues, on issues of demonetization and GST, along with the agrarian crisis, while the Prime Minister will have to find a very, very foolproof defense for those reform measures he's taken, which haven't really played out exactly like he wanted them to.
Okay. Nia Punia joining us live there from New Delhi. Thanks so much for that.
Seems that it will be a sure victory for BJP and Narendra Modi. What is the mood of BJP party there? Seeing a win, obviously, but declining margin here.
Well, the morning started with a lot of confidence, leading to nervousness at some point, and then jubilation. Actually, when the results started coming out in the morning, BJP was facing a tough fight from the opposition party, Congress, and they were a little nervous. There was a lot of silence in the BJP headquarters, but it is by 11 o'clock when they hit the 100-seat mark, that's when jubilation started at the BJP headquarters. Of course, every BJP worker is jubilant. There is lots of firecrackers being burnt, disrespecting the smog that Delhi always faces because of these firecrackers. But there are a lot of firecrackers which have been going on since morning, sweets being distributed, there are lots of flowers, there's a lot of dancing at the BJP headquarters, chanting the name of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as their leader and giving him the credit for this victory. So there is a lot of jubilance there, but at the same time there is an acknowledgement of the fact that they did not achieve the 150 target which the party president Mr. Amit Shah was boasting about. So they have not hit that target, they are much below that, and it might happen that by the end of the day, when the final tally is out, they might be restricted to just 2 digits instead of 100. So that's going to be a challenge for them. Of course, Congress has managed to give them a hit in their own state, which was very important for Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also for Bharatiya Janata Party to win. And it is later in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be going to the headquarters. They have already thanked the people for voting them into power back in Gujarat. And of course, there is a lot of happiness and joy in the BJP camp. Zoyu.
And how much is this an indicator of the fight of BJP against the Congress? In the national elections in 2019, was Rahul Gandhi taking over the reign of the opposition?
Well, as I just mentioned, there is a very less difference between the two parties in terms of numbers. The target which BJP had set for themselves, of course, it has not been achieved, and this totally shows the discontent among people of Gujarat and the people of India, while it has to do with the policies of the government. Especially in Gujarat, there was unemployed youth, as you had mentioned a little while ago. There was a whole community of distressed farmers, and especially the traders whose businesses have been hit because of demonetization and the goods and services tax which has been introduced. So this is the scenario across India, that traders are unhappy, farmers are unhappy, youth are unhappy because no employment has been generated, and there is a slowdown in the economy. But definitely for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this was a victory which was much needed. It was crucial for him to win his own home state, because until he would have done this, how would he have won the confidence of other states? Because next year 4 more states go into election, and that's where Mr. Modi will have to again win. And with Mr. Rahul Gandhi coming up as a strong opposition leader and taking over the charge of Congress, of course there are many challenges, but first and foremost, Mr. Narendra Modi and his government will have to deliver to the people if they really want to come back in 2019. But definitely after winning this election, the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi are a step closer to 2019. But the challenge is galore, which they have to address. The issues, there are lots of issues, and the first and foremost, as I said, the slowdown of economy has to be addressed, which so far this government has not been able to, and there is a lot of unhappiness among the people as far as their own livelihoods are concerned. Zoyu.
Of course, economic growth and employment for India. Thank you, Rawinda, for your reporting. Now let's take a look at the Gujarat state's economy and relations with the BJP. Well, Gujarat is one of India's most prosperous states, having a per capita GDP above the average. It recorded the country's lowest unemployment rate in 2015. The BJP has been in power in Gujarat for the past 22 years. In India's current Prime Minister Narendra Modi was Gujarat's chief minister from 2001 to 2014, and under his rule, Gujarat invested heavily in infrastructure such as roads and power and water supply, and Modi won the national vote because of his track record in Gujarat.
India's ruling BJP looks set to retain Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home state of Gujarat, overcoming a challenge from the main opposition party. After early poor showings, the BJP surged ahead in the election, which was seen as a test for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He's been the chief minister of Gujarat for 3 terms, and the party has ruled the state for 22 years. Divya Gopalan is live for us in Gujarat's largest city, Ahmedabad. I understand there's a bit noisy behind you, Divya, but hopefully you can hear me. And do tell us what the mood is like there ahead of these results.
Rochelle, forgive the traffic and the noise behind me. This road has just opened up this very minute, as luck would have it. We're standing in front of one of the counting stations where 7 seats of the Legislative Assembly will be announced. What you have behind me is also a large number of BJP supporters who say that their party is well on their way to ruling this state once again.
Tell us a little bit more about the perspective of this, why the rest of the state, the rest of the country rather, is paying such close attention to this.
One of the main reasons is that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was Chief Minister of this state for 13 years, has personally inserted himself into the campaign to win over the state for the BJP. Now, for him, he's used the state as a symbol of his economic development and his development policies, and so a loss for him would show the rest of the country that there is a lack of confidence in his initiatives. So since he's made this election very public, and on the other side of this you have Rahul Gandhi, newly crowned president of the Congress party, who has for the past year fallen flat every time there's been an election. And this has said to be his comeback. He's led a very successful campaign, a campaign that has made this one of the most exciting races in Gujarat this century. Now, it seems that the BJP will retain more seats than before, but counting what we're seeing, the numbers that are coming out right now, is that Congress will get more votes than they have in the past. So this campaign will not altogether be a failure for Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, Divya Gopalan live for us in Gujarat. Divya, thank you.